How's it going everyone, and welcome to a new video on my channel. And in this video we're gonna take a look at a new episode of Around the World in 80 Countries. So in this episode it's time for Ghana, so let's jump straight into the team, and I decided to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation with a mixture of gold players, silver players and bronze players. So in goal we've got Kwarasai. He still has really decent stats considering he's only 68 rated, especially the 78 reflex and 61 speed. He is 6'2", which means that he's still pretty tall and can stop those finesse shots. He only cost me 300 coins, so you can't really go wrong with a player that's only 300 coins, and he plays for Strafsgodset EF in the Tippel again. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the club, by the way. Moving on to the right back, and of course we're gonna go with Opare at right back, mainly because he has 90 pace, and we all know that pace is such an important factor in Ultimate Team. But on top of that he also has 70 dribbling, 67 defending and 65 heading, so already he's a really decent right back. He cost me 1.1k, which is a really decent price considering he was much more expensive at the start of FIFA. He scored 1 goal for me and he played for Standard Liège in the Pro League. Moving on to the centre backs, and we've got the first goal player of this team, because I decided to go with a few vital goal players, because you can go with a full silver team if you want to, but like I said before, there are some vital goal players that I have to include in a Ghana squad. So Vorsa at centre back, he has 77 pace, 76 defending and 80 heading. On top of that he is also 6'4", which is around 1m95, so he's really tall and thus really strong. He's only 950 coins and he plays for Red Bull Salzburg in Austrian Bundesliga, and he's a really solid centre back, probably the best goal defender in this team, well, by far the best defender, because well, Opara is really pacey but he lets me down with the work rates, and the other defenders are, you know, they do the job really, because our second centre back is Boye. He has 72 pace, 67 defending and 76 heading, so his heading is really decent, especially because he's only 6 foot, which is around 1m83, because that means that his jumping is really high, and players who have really high jumping are still really capable of out jumping those attackers. As just look at players like Falcao, they out jump pretty much every goal defender in the game, especially for, or well, at least for me he does. He scored 1 goal for me and he cost me 1.2k, and he played for Stade Rennes in the league. Moving on to left back, and we've got a bronze player, but it's Drobo, and Drobo is such a sick player, especially in a bronze team, because you can put him at centre back, and well, at 7 chemistry and he would be one of the best centre backs in the game. But the main reason why I want to go with him is because he has in the mid 80 strength, so around 84 strength, which is insane for a bronze player. On top of that he also has 70 heading, and well, he still has 73 pace, and he's also 6'2", so around 1m86, so he's a really solid left back. Not really for a gold team, but for a bronze team or a silver team he's pretty much unbeatable, and he's only like 200 coins, so you can't really go wrong with that. He's a really solid left back, and I really recommend to try him out, especially if you're building a bronze or a silver team. He plays for SBK FB in the Superliga. Moving on to the center defensive mids, and our first center defensive mid is Etienne. We all know him from the time when he played at Chelsea, but now he's playing for Real Madrid. He has some really decent all-around stats, but his pace has been downgraded quite a lot since FIFA 11. He only has 66 pace left, 74 shooting, 82 passing, 76 dribbling, 82 defending and 76 heading. In FIFA 11 Etienne used to be the Gundogan of FIFA, well, the Gundogan of FIFA 11, because he had some really decent all-around stats, but he's downgraded quite a bit. But his shooting is still really decent. I really recommend to try him out for long shots, because his shooting is just insane, even though it only says 74 on the card. He has 4-star weak foot as well, so you can shoot with his left and his right foot. He has a really powerful shot too, and he cost me 2k. He didn't manage to score any goals for me, and he plays for Real Madrid in the Liga BBVA. And our second center defensive mid is, let's take a look at Frimpong. He has 74 pace, 60 shooting, 69 passing, 73 dribbling, 70 heading, 70 defending and 63 heading. And the main reason why I went with him instead of Annan is because, well, Frimpong is a lad and we all know him. He has 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot. He's only 21 years old and he cost me 1.5k, and he plays for Fulham in the Box Premier League, but you also have a Arsenal version of him. So moving on to the center attacking mids, and our first center attacking mid is Boateng. Boateng is such a tank in FIFA 13. He was a tank as well in FIFA 12, but now he's even better, mainly because he now has 4-star skill moves, because in previous years he only had 3-star skill moves, but then he did a 6 skill move in a Champions League game, I think it was, and then he was upgraded to 4-star skill moves. But he only scored 2 goals for me, but he's great at skilling, he's great at shooting, he's really powerful. Oh, and he's a really strong center attacking mid, and I really recommend him for any Serie A team. He cost me 4.5k and he plays for Milan in the Serie A. Moving on to the second center attacking mid, and we've got another silver player. We've got a Jew. There are multiple Jew players, like at left mid we've got another gold Jew, and another one which I've forgot, well, the position of. But this silver player is a really decent one. He has 76 pace, 75 shooting, 70 passing, 76 dribbling and 66 heading. He's converted to a center attacking mid, so that's the reason why he's a little bit more expensive. He cost me 3.4k, and he's a really decent silver player if you put him at center attacking mid, because like I said before, he has some really decent all-around stats. He scored 2 goals for me and he plays for Marseille in the league. Moving on to the center forward, and we've got Majid. He's also converted because he's usually a striker. He has 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, and the main reason why he is so good is because he has some really decent balance, and because he has really decent balance and some other stat, agility, or I'm not entirely sure, I think it's agility, but that's the reason why he is really difficult to bully off the ball. So even though he only has like 40 strength, he's really difficult to bully off the ball, and he scored 4 goals for me in 8 games. I bought him for 2.6k, and he plays for Spartak Moscow in the Russian league. And the final player of this team is Inform Orduro, by far the most expensive player in this team, because I paid 155k for him, and he's the biggest letdown I've ever had in Ultimate Team. He is seriously so bad, and I didn't really expect it at first because he has high low work rate. He has a 67 shooting, 94 pace, well, 94 pace, that pretty much says it all. But he didn't manage to score for me, or well, he scored a few goals, but those were just pretty much sitters. He has 3-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, but I don't recommend to buy him. Just go with the regular version, and that's not a really spectacular card as well, or either, but I don't recommend to buy him. He's a really bad player. He's played for Columbus Crew in the MLS, and that's the end of this squad. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, it really helps out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description. And till the next time, peace and bye later. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Like, I'm so drunk and hot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is Marv Divine. This is my song. And let's go. Yeah, I know, I still got it. I know, I still got it. I know, I still got it. I am the one. What you gonna do? They want good music, but they don't want you. I'm just here to put them in a positive mood, cause the world got a young and feeling blue. Went off to college, came right back. Got a big buzz from a little bit of rap. If I was a country, I'd be Barbados. You can't see me, but you know I'm on the map. My flow, flawless, gorgeous. Hate me, but your girlfriend knows the chorus. Break me now. I'ma stand tall, look like a castaway. That's me and my balls. Women looking like, have I seen it before? Probably in your dreams, but a little more raw. In my undies in another country, flowing like the ocean. I'm oh so sure. I know, I still got it. 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 You know, I still got it. You know, I still got it. They know, I still got it. We know, I still got it. Yeah. In my dome, I'm the prince. I don't need a throne. My money is my company, so I don't need a loan. I'm stubborn on these fake rappers, no one need a song. I run D-R-A-P, game on. Now listen, my flow is silly, so illy. They call me willy nilly. Ain't kidding, no gilly. Hip hopping me like a pilly, going any for the killy, spitting chili, fire drilly. Yo, Weezy, where's my dilly? Cause I'm trying to make a milli. Feel me? Did you get that? I'm a chill dude. Welcome to the kickback. Acrobatic flow, homie, let me flip that. Call you got banana, baby, the way that I split that. Look, I got a coastal flow. I'm the reason why the hoes are so emotional. Niggas looking at me like I ain't supposed to blow, but I'm the image of how the game is supposed to go. Yeah, I know, I still got it. 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 You know, I still got it. You know, I still got it. They know, I still got it. We know, I still got it.